Hello, my friends. I've got something a little different for you. I'm your local art witch, and today we are going to be talking about the Egyptian Lenormand deck I found. It is quite unique from what I've seen of other Lenormand decks, just like with this Egyptian kind of feel. Who is this by? Nefer Kipri. So let's take a look. Looks like she is a Reiki master teacher. She has a PhD. Oh, neat. So it opens like so. There's the author. The book is quite long. Oh, and it's in color, so let's look. Very neat. And it looks like there's lots of, like, why she chose what she chose and the meaning of it behind her. And so if you go and you read it, you'll get a lot more out of your deck. Let's put this up here for now. It's got these little nice finger slots so we can get the cards out. Okay. Now Lenormand decks tend to be smaller, like not as many cards in the deck. And they look about playing card size. I've got, oh, they're actually a lot bigger. I'm way too used to tarot, I think, because this feels like a small card to me. It's about the same width, a little bit shorter than Rider card. Here are the backs. They're glossy. Flimsier than I would expect from a glossy card, but not bad. The glossy cards, in my experience, tend to stand up a little bit better. So, we've got the fish. Oh, look, it's like a little ankh as a, what are they called? A fish hook. Oh, and then she's got these little rocks down here. Now, when a card is drawn like this, I tend to notice almost everything on the card because it all matters. It was a very purposeful decision. And with the more simple art style, it is easy to pick them all out. Clouds. Interesting. Wonder what art, like what she used as materials. Garden. Now, I'm not as familiar with Lenormand as I wish I was because I don't know what these mean. House. It's got a very homey feel. Child. Pretty. I like the watercolor-esque feel it's got. Goddess. Sacred cow. Oh, that's pretty. She did a good job on those mountains. Rider. Oh, neat stars, and she's got the goddess up over. I shouldn't say the goddess, there's many. I don't remember what her name is, but there's an Egyptian goddess that does this. I was really into Egypt as a kid, and I kind of wish I would have retained some of what I had learned. Priestess. Birds. I don't know how to say that, but a jed pillar? I do kind of wish these people weren't quite so peach looking. Just a minor complaint, I suppose. Oh, sorry. Cat. I like that key. That's cute. She's got the Egyptian art style down pretty good. Crook and flail. Ooh, I like that one. I like her coloring. And her water's really well done. The sun. Activation. Oh, are these just extras? I think so. Let's see. I want to just see. Rider, clover, ship. I didn't see a clover. It's very possible that maybe some cards are missing because this is a secondhand deck. Let's see. 1, 2. There should be 37 in total. There's 10. One, two, three. Oh my goodness, I'm a moron. Okay. These are the page numbers. There's only 37 cards. That makes way more sense. Okay. 10, 20, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now there's too many cards. There's the 2 extras. And I still haven't found the jade pillar, the cat. Oh, there it is. I just wasn't paying enough attention. I suppose it didn't look like clover that I was used to. But it still seems like it's a cute little deck. And it takes a lot of bravery to put your own artwork out like this. And then let's see what else she got. So, how to read, the activation of the deck for healing and magic, health and healing, power of magic for manifestation. So she's got lots of different information in here, especially with your very first deck of anything, like a different system. It's good to have a really good book behind it. What sorts of questions can I ask? How is it different from tarot? I find Lenormand is more down to earth and a little bit more basic, and then tarot is a bit more complicated and more spiritual, and each has its own strength and weakness, of course. So for me, I tend to just go toward tarot because I feel like I'm getting a more clear understanding of what it is that I'm asking for. But I think if I was looking for more day-to-day stuff, it would make sense for me to go to a Lenormand deck. Okay, so the letters here gives us the playing card association with these cards. So if we look for the water lily, let's see. Okay, so the QC that I saw, that's the Queen of Clubs. That's okay. Okay, I see. Now, if I can find that water lily, you know what might be faster? If I go back 30. Water lilies on page 59. And it's the King of Spades. Okay, and it's generally Lily or lilies in other Lenormand decks. Very neat. So she tells you what is on a general Lenormand and then what she chose and why she chose it, and it looks like obviously she was choosing things that were sacred to the Egyptians or meant something to the Egyptians and what that can symbolize. Very interesting. That's neat. I like it. This deck is not going to be staying in my collection because I have a Lenormand deck and I haven't even really mastered that one. Also, when I'm seeing a deck or something that's to do with a different... This is based on ancient Egypt. And while I wouldn't be surprised to see a white person, or even two, it does bother me a bit to see what seems to be a majority of white folk, or pale folk, I suppose. So that person could be Egyptian. Now, it could just be an issue with whatever it was that she was using. It looks like a mixture between pencil crayons, watercolor, some sort of oil situation or something. Like, it does look like she used a mixture. That person. So let's just bring out the people just at a... Okay. So now I understand that people can come in different tones no matter what time, what time frame they're in. But it does seem to me that a group of people that were traditionally from the desert for, multiple generations, even people like scribes, obviously they would be more pale than the people who work outside. So I suppose I can let him go, but like, this looks like a girl I knew in school, especially with that blue makeup. I wonder if Egyptians wore stuff like that, blue makeup. I know they wore the kohl, but I don't remember. And then this guy. Yeah, it's just kind of too peach. I like this one though. Like, it's nice to see the clothes and stuff. She did a really good job with the regalia. All right. So that was the Egyptian Lenormand deck by Nefer Khepri. I am sorry if I did not pronounce her name correctly. It's a cute little deck. Oh, I keep banging into stuff. I gotta figure out my situation. If you're really into Egypt, when I was a kid, I would have loved this deck. And if you're in a position like I was as a child, where it's not okay to be studying occult subjects, and you are interested in Egypt, then this might be, like, you wouldn't be able to keep it in the box or anything, because then your people would know probably. But yeah, don't keep the box because it says specifically it's for divination. But you can be like, oh, I'm just studying about Egypt. Yeah, that's a neat little deck. So what I will do is put the relevant info in the description box and a link to this deck if you are interested in buying it. I wonder who printed it. Schifferbooks.com. So I'll put all that relevant info in the info box, and I'll see you all again next time. Thank you so much. Take care of each other now. Bye-bye.